Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another week of news and updates. Please welcome your hosts, Laurel and Donna.
Yay! Woo! Hello, hello, everyone. Oh, I can't believe it's another week, and here we are. Welcome to the news and updates. I'm Laurel, and I'm here to share the news with you around the AltSpace VR community. And here's Donna.
Oh, thank you so much, Laurel. Oh, hello, everyone. I'm Donna McT, here to help host another in our third year delivering you the news from around the AltSpace VR community. We have literally so much to share with you today. We're not sure where to begin. So we're starting with AltSpace VR news that you need to know. Tuesday, AltSpace VR's update brought the client to version 4.2.3. And with that brought some new features that were suggested by users, suggested by you guys in the AltSpace VR Discord feedback, and features request channels and through support requests.
Now, first on the list is a new online status that we've been requesting for several years. Yes, when you're online, friends see where you are normally on the friends list. And if you're in a private world, it reads online, but that could mean literally anything. You could be in a private event, you could be working with customers or clients building a new world, or not even there.
The options for online status under settings, general, are offline, do not disturb, or online. Some of us were hoping for more variety, like no one home or creativity and process, but this is a step in the right direction. So if you use them, remember to change them back if you wish. And just take note that watch for your messages. And remember, if something funny happens with messages, this is what happened to me. I set it to do not disturb, set it back to available, but I didn't get messages. And so so you guys, every time we have a new feature, we have to help them just bug fix it just a little bit.
Well, I think the do not disturb is on purpose, isn't it? That you wouldn't get messages.
I know. I stopped
purpose?
getting messages when I moved it back to available, is what I mean. Okay, so
that-
just watch it.
Yeah, not
That's why
good,
we're
but yes.
pioneers here.
That's right. Good. Now, speaking of pioneering, Audio issues continue to plague us. I just had one just a few minutes ago. But we've learned that developers are releasing several patches that should be rolling out as fast as they can to repair some of the audio issues and stomp them out. We've also been told that the developers are working with the Oculus audio issue with the Oculus developers, as the issue lies with Oculus, not with AltSpace VR. And so if you get that tin can or can't be heard notice from your friends, double tap the Oculus button quickly, as that usually restores the audio at the worst case re-enter, but usually that fixes it.
Please remember, if you have, if you are having issues, please report using the website support page at altvr.com/support. Or if you are in World, remember to go to settings, select support, write a note, and upload your logs. This really helps developers resolve the issues faster if they have some actual data to look at, okay? So without these logs, they are guessing. And we like it when they have facts to fix things
Indeed.
faster. Yeah.
Indeed. It's like anything else. You don't know what's wrong. It's really hard to break it and to fix it, whatever's broken. Okay, somewhere there's some logic in there somewhere. Last week, avatars were updated with a broader selection of skin colors, and we see that many of you have embraced it. And you're experimenting with the more than 300 hues to customize your skin color. We're truly becoming a rainbow community. I love it.
Absolutely. Now, they are don't forget that they are inviting users to take selfies in their new the new skin colors you select and share them with the hashtag AltSpaceSelfie. Feedback is welcome, and hints at a color picker to make skin colors even more diversified may be coming soon.
Boy, that'd be some serious rainbows. Just over a year ago, gosh, it's hard to believe it's been a year, we reported the stunning news that all Microsoft employees, including AltSpace VR employees in the Microsoft Seattle offices, were ordered to go home and quarantine in lockdown. Some only had a couple hours notice. AltSpace VR staff, developers, and designers, including those managing our precious server, were all under orders to work from home, far from their company computers and all their tools. We are so impressed with their determination and creativity to continue working from home to keep AltSpace VR up and running 24 hours a day. It was not easy. There were some few slips and spills along the way, but we are still here.
Absolutely. Microsoft is planning to start reopening its Redmond and Seattle, Washington-based headquarters this Monday, March 29th, with a limited reopening as part of what they call Stage 4, the soft opening, allowing those who wish to return the ability to do so, and others to continue working from home or potentially a mixed hybrid approach.
Now, Microsoft, it has work sites in 21 countries. And Seattle will be the first to reopen. Modifications have been made at the headquarters and the campuses, and masks and distancing will still be in place to protect employees. These openings are still fragile, with staff on notice that lockdown could return at any time based on regional outbreaks and government decisions.
The past year has been an amazing opportunity for Microsoft and other companies to expand their hybrid and work from home tools and approaches for remote working flexibility around the world. Microsoft found that 73% of workers surveyed want to continue with flexible remote work. Microsoft itself now considers working from home part-time as standard for employees, and the company is looking into new ways of using technology to bridge the gap between remote work and traditional offices. And I think you guys, you're starting to see this in your own lives too, right? It's not possible if you work in, there's certain jobs where it's literally not possible, but where it's possible, if COVID gave us anything on the positive side, and there isn't much, but there is a few things, and one of them is the flexibility to work and the understanding that we actually can get work done outside a physical office space. Yay! Microsoft is about to release a 2021 version of its Work Trend Index, a report that includes data and research on how employees and businesses are responding to the pandemic. And we will be following that as Altspace VR and VR become a part of the remote work experience. With recent announcements of improvements in Microsoft Mesh, Altspace VR, and other AR and VR meeting tools, expect to see tremendous changes coming over the next few years. Go for it, Laurel.
Yeah, cannot wait for that mesh business.
Yeah.
All right, congrats to the Altspace VR staff and the development team for your patience, determination, and the courage to keep our wonderful community going over this past year. And good luck with the transition, however it works, back to your offices from all of us.
Absolutely. In other related news, Bloomberg reports that Microsoft is in talks to buy Discord, the voice chat platform we adore and use daily. Actually, I can't remember what life was like without it. Isn't it funny how quickly something becomes like that, right? So,
Indeed.
yeah. So they're looking to buy it for over 10 billion, approximately 7.2 billion. Is that euro?
Pounds.
Pounds, pardon me. Discord launched as an independent company in 2015 and has grown to a value of over 7 million as of last year and continues to expand and grow in audiences and features. Bloomberg reports that the Discord team is debating being purchased or may likely go public. They also reported that they are talking to Epic Games, Amazon, and others.
Now, we asked ourselves, since Altspace is owned by Microsoft, why would they be interested in buying Discord? And we found our answer from The Verge. They reported that Microsoft doesn't have a huge consumer-facing community like Google, Amazon, Facebook, Apple's, etc., other than Xbox, which is a small but loyal gaming community. And I know our producer is one of those. Microsoft must be willing to spend really big to reach a bigger audience, especially in social media communication and gaming. They state that Microsoft has watched Google acquire YouTube and turn it into the world's biggest video platform, Amazon buy Twitch and dominate streaming, Facebook acquire both Instagram and WhatsApp to control the way millions communicate and socialize online, and Apple rules mobile with its App Store. I think Microsoft thinks it's their turn.
Discord gives Microsoft access to a growing list of more than 140 million monthly active users. That includes thousands of top YouTubers, creators, and gamers. Microsoft wants its own community. How will things change for us as the users? With a huge influx of cash and the addition of more developers and engineers, Discord could take huge leaps in feature development, and they could use a few features, or potentially stay the same. With Altspace VR and Discord under the same Microsoft roof, it would be amazing to see more tight-knit integration. You never know, but we'll be watching and reporting on it as things develop.
Now, when was the last time you thought, why can't we search for worlds when we are in VR? Every day, right? Every day we want that in our interface. Well, Tuesday is working on a world search feature as an MRE to search through Altspace VR worlds. We've included a link to it in our Altspace VR news and events channel. I encourage you to test it and provide feedback to help improve the MRE. It generates a list of the worlds, more information, and a teleporter to take you right there. Sure, it doesn't help us as we travel the worlds, but it could be fun to add to your home space or a hub world to help people find interesting new worlds. We're hoping he can somehow exclude the empty ones, but give it a try and see if it works. And we'd love to hear your feedback as well.
Don't forget, in May, AltSpace VR will celebrate its 6th birthday since its launch. The company was founded in 2013 and AltSpace VR hit the world in May 2015. Any idea of a celebration last year was drawn back in the panic of the pandemic. So we say we need a huge celebration bash this year. Do you guys agree? I think so, right? I want cake.
We do. You want cake? We want cake. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Now, we're going to start that party early. Yep. Starting next week, we're going to highlight some of the achievements and the people behind the success of AltSpace VR. So stay. Some old photographs of your first podcast and your first events. And so if you have some memories or photos you'd like to share with us, please let us know in our Discord server. We're eager to celebrate the magic of our community and its history here in AltSpace VR.
We are here to keep you up to date on all the news and on the AltSpace VR community each week. We are here because of you, for you, and with you. If you'd like to be a part of our news and updates team, we'd love to have you join us. Now, let's explore what's happening in world building. Never a dull conversation.
No, we have a ton of world building news today. All right. In a recent discussion on the World Builders channel in the AltSpace VR Discord, Talia reminded us to give credit where credit is due. If you're using a world someone created for you, please include credit to the builder in the event or the world description. If you're using a kit in a world or event that you didn't make, please credit the builder in the description. If you're using an object from the Unity store or somewhere else that you didn't create, please provide a credit to the builder as well. It isn't just a nicety. It's the law. Copyright law requires that we give credit to the original creator of the things you see. It's in the AltSpace terms of service too. Besides, it's the right and nice thing to do, and we're a right and nice community.
And you guys, as world builders, just a side note, you're so creative in what you design in world. Be creative about creating a digital business card, something that identifies you. It doesn't have to have a lot of information on it, but an image that when we see it, it's you. I'll give you an example. Everybody knows exactly who built a world when they just see the word artsy. Artsy has great, just a presence in the world. And I encourage every world builder that I work with to actually create those images, to add them to the world, just so that it's a nice shout out. And those of us that use those worlds support that. Okay. Attention, world builders and fans of Sketchfab. Yesterday was the official Sketchfab day to honor its anniversary, celebrating its 9th year. They also reached a stunning 5 million mark for memberships. That's memberships, you guys. That's incredible. Sketchfab, the platform to publish, share, discover, buy, and sell 3D, VR, and other AR content, launched in 2011 and has grown to be a huge stakeholder in the XR market and industry. It's used by individuals, developers, schools, museums, archives, heritage sites, businesses, and many different industries exploring and using XR.
And it is estimated that they have more than 500,000 free 3D models on Sketchfab and millions more paid models. That's incredible. They developed, many of them are here in AltSpace. They developed an API with Mozilla Hubs that allows copying and pasting of links into the world to instantly add the models, something that would be brilliant to do here. If you're a Sketchfab fan, send in a support ticket and feature request for Sketchfab to integrate with AltSpace VR the same way they do with the other platforms. Am I here?
Yes, this really
Okay.
would be absolutely remarkable, you guys.
Oh,
So make sure you
absolutely.
send in. Many of
Yes.
you, oh, yeah,
Go ahead.
many of you have seen the Where Are We MRE and the featured SDK kits in the World Editor. Added to your world, it invites people to be featured on the spinning globe with their IP address pinned to the surface. It's a fun way to represent literally the global diversity of visitors to your world or social event. How it works is that it looks up your IP address and imports the location into AltSpace VR to display on the surface of the globe. This service costs money. The more users in your world or event, the higher the cost. Stephen, the AltSpace VR developer who created the MRE and donated it for our use, has done some work updating it and has now added a donation link to help support the project to increase the monthly lookup services. He is paying for this out of his own pocket. So if you use this MRE, please take a moment and donate to this cause. This is really important.
It is. For those using MREs in your worlds and events, besides giving credit and donations when you can, please be aware that the World Diagnostics do not currently track their physical size and how much they impact the performance of your world. They do. Test them thoroughly, and in events, please use as few as possible as in a
She'll be back.
Oh, am I back?
Laurel.
Am I gone?
Okay, now you're back. Yeah, so please use.
Okay. Okay. Please use as few of MREs as of necessary to your event. Just because you can add 20 MREs to your world or event doesn't mean you should. So let's make sure that users have a good quality experience by keeping those low.
By keeping those loads down. Now we monitor the AltSpace VR Discord world building Discord channels. If you are a world builder or wish to be one and not spending time on these channels, you are missing out on some amazing world building discussions and helpful people from beginning through advanced Unity techniques. It is supported by some of the best builders and designers in AltSpace VR and no better source for help. If you have an issue or need the answer to some aspect of world building in AltSpace VR, check out the world building channels. A simple search will turn up tons of answers. And if that doesn't work, ask anyone. It's always a great opportunity to ask people with the green badge, heart in the top left-hand corner, the community helpers. They're always happy to answer questions and direct you.
Next month is Earth Day on April 22nd. The theme this year is Restore Our Earth. The Earth Day team with Jorgen and the World Tours team, Educators VR, and News and Updates are celebrating Earth Day all month long, encouraging people to build and share worlds on the theme and help support Earth Day. And we just learned literally just a few hours ago that the Virtual World Society will be hosting an Earth Day World Tour April 22nd right here in AltSpace. What a great, fun, and beautiful way to not only show off your world building talents, but contribute to the good cause of showcasing solutions or examples on the positive and the negative impact we're having on our planet to help make it a better and safer world.
The World Tours team offers tours to the amazing world in AltSpace VR on Wednesdays, right after the AltSpace VR 101. As they do once a month, this past week they provided a workshop on the basics of world building, answering questions and inspiring world builders in so many ways. Each month, the World Builders team suggests a theme to encourage builders to build. This month, the theme is galleries and exhibits. Throughout the month, they will be hosting tours with examples, and we've seen some beauties. On the last Wednesday of the month, they will take your suggested and built worlds and tour them, showcasing creativity here in AltSpace VR. Check out their events and join their Discord at discord.me/world tours.
Now, a more advanced Willing to push the boundaries of the possible in Old Space VR? Ready to dive into MREs and deeper interactivity and animation in Unity? Don't miss the regular SDK meetups that are designed for more advanced world building discussions that happen regularly here.
Dargon's introduction to MRE coding is so welcome in this space. Oh my gosh, we need this so much. And thank you so much to Dargon. It happens on Thursdays. Take advantage of these free opportunities and check out the classes with the Computer Science and VR team for free and paid, and workshops with Carnivore and others. You guys, there's so many resources for world builders of any classification, of any level. That's what I
Indeed.
meant to say.
And as the world is slowly returning to some form of normalcy, though I don't know if it ever was, at least in some places, take advantage right now of the free Unity classes in the Learn Unity website before they go back under the paywall to learn as much as you can about creating worlds with Unity and importing them right into AltSpace VR. And don't forget about YouTube. YouTube is stuffed with many community user created tutorials and videos to take you through all the steps one by one for building your own world in AltSpace from beginner to advanced.
Don't forget the help.altvr.com knowledge base lists step-by-step tutorials and instructions on how to build your world and make it compatible with events. And look to community helpers, the people with the green border around their badge heart on the top left-hand corner. Many are experienced world builders willing to help answer your questions. There are no end to resources available on world building in AltSpace VR. We love showcasing new worlds here at News and Updates. Let's see what we've uncovered this week to share with you.
Bob's Art Gallery is part of the growing number of galleries here in AltSpace VR. This gallery features Bob's art in the past 3 years, including cartoon and animal portraits. This is just one of the many worlds toured for the gallery and exhibits theme with Wednesday's World Tour Group this past week.
Oh, I'm glad I get to talk about this one. This is one of my favorite places in AltSpace. Part of the World Tours was Artsy's main gallery. Pretty darn artsy, is dedicated to creating high vibrational illustrations and positively representing women of color. In this gallery, you'll be surrounded by healing vibes and beautiful works of art. You can purchase her work, really important, you can purchase her work at prettydarnartsy.com. Now, if you would like to see your world featured here, join our News and Updates Discord and paste us a link and description to your world in our Share Your World news channel. Now, let's get on with the Discord part of the News and Updates show. Are you ready for another Discord tip? This one is geared again for our mini event hosts.
We have been asked over and over again by people who have event Discord servers, is Discord Nitro. Now, Nitro is like a membership plan that helps boost the user and the server experience. Discord Nitro adds features like the ability to set up a custom Discord tag, share your screen in either 720p at 60 frames per second or higher at 1080p at 30 frames per second, increase the maximum file upload size, which I love, from 8 to as high as 100 megabytes. Upload your own GIFs and enjoy support with global custom emojis for as long as you have a subscription. That helps your experience. There's also a server boost feature that adds a little more. It requires a little more expertise, but it doesn't do much, but it does help the features on your favorite server if you choose to boost that server.
If you use Discord extensively, it may be worth supporting it financially through the Discord Nitro program. It's $50 a year US or $5 a month. Server boosts are considered helpful but gimmicky. So examine these plans carefully at the price of $10 a month or $100 per year. Excuse me. If your Discord server has a membership or Patreon plan, that is where it would be key to lend your financial support to encourage them to continue to keep the Discord server and the AltSpace VR events and activities associated with them continuing on in the future. We all need a little help, and right now, financial help is always welcome. We will have more Discord tips in our news and updates server and here, of course, next week. Next up, community helpers.
Okay, it's time for us to talk again to the AltSpace VR community helpers. We are continuing our discussion of the AltSpace VR community standards, which is considered the handbook for community helpers.
Of inappropriate content in the AltSpace VR terms of service and community standards is a fascinating one. The old joke is that you may not be able to define obscenity, but you know it when you see it. It's not all that helpful when it comes to setting down the rules and guidelines. And this is an area where community helpers can definitely help out members when it comes to understanding the rules.
Now, inappropriate content arises in events, worlds, visual content, lyrics, and audible content, and name tags. Yes, name tags. AltSpace VR defines obscenity as any content that is obscene or explicit, violent, defamatory, disparaging, or illegal, or that promotes or communicates messages that may reflect negatively on the goodwill of Microsoft and AltSpace VR.
While you may put whatever you want in your private worlds and events, when it comes to public worlds and events, appropriate adult content must be clearly identified as for mature and adult audiences, including the showing of pornography, gruesome violence, and offensive lyrics in videos or audio files. But if it crosses the line that staff and users report as over the top or inappropriate, then it may be removed at staff discretion.
Especially if they're hit with a whole lot of complaints. Now, this goes beyond static content. Stepping up to the mic in one of the many open mic and performance events here in AltSpace VR, the lyrics you sing, the jokes and stories you tell to the audience also come under the guideline. So take care when choosing material. Now, well-known swear words, and you know what they are appropriate for adult events, but obscene, violent, racist, bigoted, or as one open mic event host announces at the beginning of every event, stupid and ignorant nonsense may test the limits of acceptable content.
The same applies to the use of inappropriate terms and language in usernames and display names. Community helpers and community members usually see the names and recommend people change them through their AltSpace VR profile, but if staff sees it, they have the right to adjust the names at their discretion.
Now, all of us appreciate our wonderful, compassionate community, and we work hard together to ensure it continues to be a safe, respectful, and tolerant community. So please, community helpers and you, help new users understand what's acceptable and not, and continue to make it a safe space.
If you are a community helper and would like to share some tips and information here to support the Community Helper Program, please let us know after the show. Okay, drum roll for my favorite part of the show, I must confess. We're going to talk events in AltSpace. Let's start with a look back at the events over the past weeks. And honestly, there is so many events, it is hard to keep up. Our reporters have been busy reporting on events, and there were so many to report on. So we're just highlighting just a few here. If you'd like to become a news and updates reporter like them, please talk to us after the show. We need you. We'd love to have you join our crew. It's pretty easy. You just need to take photos at events you attend or drop in at any interesting events on the AltSpace VR calendar. Post a couple of photos and description information about the event in our reporters private channel. So let us know if you'd like to join the team. We can't wait to hear from you.
Yay. Now, next, Reality Hamburg hosted an amazing panel of German storytellers at their meetup here in Altspace last week with experts Kamaki and I'm mangling these
gosh.
names, and Ricarda
I thought you were
Salah.
leaving and gonna make me do it.
No. And how to create interactive experiences through storytelling and immersive media. The event, hosted in German, featured the head of the European Creators Lab, organizer of the Virtual World Festival, love that, a freelance writer, editor, and copywriter of immersive VR stories and narratives, and a writer and director specializing in interactive, immersive formats for award winning films. What a great event!
Wow, sweet. Many were thrilled this past week with a blast from the creepy horror past for cult films with a fun watch party in a creepy world to watch the classic. Oh my gosh, The Exorcist movie. This is literally the only horror movie I've ever watched. I watched it when it came. Well, I don't know. I was in grade 10. I don't know what.
You're
And I
giving
was
away your age.
I know. I was at boarding school. I don't know if I told this. I was at boarding school, and I lived in residence, and it was a co-ed. So we had. I was the only. We had L-shaped dorms, and I was the only girl that stayed in my dorm, over a weekend. And my room looked over this creepy, dark, field. And on Friday night, I watched The Exorcist. I never turned a light off. I could hardly be in my room. I was terrified. Never again. However, I hope you guys that went to watch it enjoyed it. Now, movie watch parties are fun here at Altspace VR. Onward was the movie watch party later in the week on the Vista stage. Awesome. Sort of.
That's okay. We had when I was watching it, I thought it was boring as hell, and then someone threw something on the roof of the theater and scared the crap out of everybody in the theater. We thought it was real. Anyway,
Oh.
all right. Captain VR featured PhD researcher Desiderio Canopoulos, who described VR embodiment and its potential to transform the human perception, attitudes, and behavior this week in their weekly meetups. She talked about how the process of digitalization and technologies can influence cognition and behavior through the mechanisms of multi-sensory integration and augmented perception. It just means it's really awesome that we can do all this stuff in virtual reality, and we believe it. We
I was just
believe
thinking
it.
about some of these complex descriptions, right? Just trying to
I know.
visualize what the conversation was about. Now, Thursday, oh my gosh, Health Systems Chat featured a great presentation on the power. And seriously, if you have a pet, you know this already. The power of pets and the health benefits of having pets in a fun world with a walking tour of pet ownership, research, and technology examples. Seriously, that unconditional love we get from pets is, oh, it's
Yeah.
indescribable. Now, the AMA event on Thursday featured the VR Social Influencer of the Year winner in this Ask Me Anything event. Thrill Seeker was the winner, and the developers and designers were here to discuss how they do what they do and help evangelize VR. This was an amazing conversation, you guys. It was so awesome. I so enjoyed it.
Love those AMAs. And Friday, dinner with friends with our wonderful Donna McTee brought a full house to the dinner table for fun conversations about food, cooking, and great discussions.
Oh, so fun. Educators in VR workshop with Thomas Logan of Equal Entry was a wonderful exploration of the potential for accessibility and inclusion for equal access in VR games and platforms. The use of translation and captioning feature was a powerful example, and we learned so much about how to improve the virtual experience in avatars, controllers, navigation, and support for the disabled.
Is so important, so wonderfully important. Now, we wish we had more time to cover all the incredible events and activities here in Altspace VR, but it's time to bring you some event news and tell you about upcoming events. First, we have a little warning for those unfamiliar with the fame of April 1st. It's April Fool's Day, so be aware that Altspace VR is heaven to those who love a practical joke. So be aware and warned.
As mentioned earlier, starting next week, our team will be sharing their stories and yours about the past 6 years of AltSpace VR as we head towards the anniversary in May. And we are remembering recently how 3 years ago, the AltSpace VR events team informed all event hosts that no two like events could be scheduled overlapping at the same time. It started when a couple groups were furious that other events overlapped theirs as they wanted exclusivity of the time slot. Oh, I remember this so well.
Yes. We debated wildly about how two open mics were totally different in content and audience, or two educational events also couldn't overlap even though their subject matter was distinctly different. But we all agreed and carefully planned our schedules as to not overlap events that were slightly similar. Today, that sentiment is nearly gone. Although longtime event hosts like Donna and I and Mark and Stevie and a few other ones here, we still pay attention to the calendar to make sure that we're not stepping on any toes. It's a habit to make sure that we respect the time slots. Now, we have nearly 200 main events every week here in Altspace and dozens and dozens of events off the main page, which is fascinating but intimidating for new event hosts.
For instance, news and updates has been in this hour time slot for 3 years. We are now competing with 17 events during this same hour. Sure, we could be frustrated and upset with that information, but honestly, we're thrilled that AltSpace VR has reached that level of popularity. Isn't it incredible? We are thrilled you've chosen to be here with us today. But to show you the diversity that AltSpace VR has become, the other events on right now include a Native American powwow, one discussion on loneliness, another on climate change, a heavy metal comic book discussion, 5 dance clubs, an open mic, 2 games, and 2 anime and animation watch parties. Can
And a
you
partridge in a pear tree. Sorry.
That's incredible, right? So, as mentioned, with examples like that, we can't cover every event in AltSpace VR every week. So, here are some highlights worth considering.
Tonight is the night. After a 3-month wait with anticipation, tonight is the opening of Agrabah Live. Save tonight. There is limited space for the audience, so arrive immediately when the doors open. I know people who are staying up late because this is bad for their time zone just to be there. This is an incredible event and a new twist in VR on the classic tale of Aladdin. So join the cast as they wind through the streets of Agrabah and meet some very interesting people and have some very interesting adventures. There are special sets, music, props, real actors. If you donate to the project, which there is still time, you might be able to slip into that VIP access to guarantee yourself a seat. All the donations go to the prop builders.
The cast includes Airman playing Aladdin, our blessed AltSpace VR admin staff member Faye, and Malik. Sorry, is it Malik? Malik. Sorry, obviously I haven't watched the show, playing the genie, along with many other talented people from our AltSpace VR community. Carnivore and the team of builders have been working on this amazing production for months, likely outdoing themselves from the event in December. So you do not want to miss this experience. I heard no people didn't share any details, but the preview for the donors happened, and people were just gushing about this. So you don't want to miss this tonight.
Oh, indeed. Now, Tribe XR hosts their weekly workshop tomorrow in Altspace VR using the Tribe XR platform, a great opportunity to meet others in the DJ industry as players, hosts, and developers.
Justin Redkin of Market Square is a guest speaker with the Cryptocurrency Generation Meetup tomorrow to discuss blockchain-powered projects, businesses, applications, node operators, and more. This is one of many events we've had in AltSpace VR for years on cryptocurrency and blockchain, part of the incredible diversity of interests that happens right here in our community. Monday, the International ADHD Coaching Group meets at a different time to support those in Europe and other non-North American time zones. We appreciate we appreciate it so much, as it is important to support not only North America, but our global community with events that match their schedule, not necessarily ours. Their other event time slot is Wednesday, also a good time for Europeans and other time zones. So you have 2 opportunities to attend.
¿Habla español? ¿Te gustaría aprender Unity y hacer tus propios kits in AltSpace VR? If you speak Spanish and wish to learn Unity and how to make kits for world building in your language, Hartman VR is offering classes in Spanish on Unity, covering the basics starting on Monday.
Educators in VR's VR research team is a fast-growing group of educators, students, researchers, and developers exploring research opportunities and methodologies in researching in and with XR. It's a huge industry and expanding. Check out their weekly events on Mondays with socials and guest speakers exploring the potential for XR immersive technology in education, business, families, training, and life.
Tuesday, Educators in VR workshop brings guest speaker Avi. Oh, I'm going to mangle this, and my apologies. Davidi. He is the founder of Extended Reality Developers of India, a nonprofit working towards XR, AR, and VR technology, democratization, and education through the XRDI community, podcast, networking platforms, seminars, and workshops in major Indian universities, including IIT and IITs and IIMs, and communities like, there's a whole long list, including IEEE. XRDI is India's biggest XR community, and we're so thrilled to be welcoming them here. They produce events in over 15 universities for over 10,000 students, in all focused on the technological growth and development in India. And we are so excited that they're going to be coming, and he's speaking to us on Tuesday.
Tuesday is also the Man in the Middle talk show, covering a wide variety of subjects that explores relationships and female and male perspectives. This week, the subject is on relationships in blended families when a spouse or significant other won't accept your child or children, or maybe the other way around. A fascinating topic for sure. Tuesday also is AltStage Events features Acoustic Energy Live, an adult concert performance with this amazing acoustic musical composer and performer, Acoustic Energy. We love live concerts here in AltSpace, right? Aren't they just incredible?
The Autism VR meetup is back this week on Wednesday, bringing together those on the autism spectrum and their supporters and families to discuss the challenges faced in the workplace by autistic people, with a discussion for tips and techniques for the audience. Autism VR is working hard to change the perspective of the world towards those with autism, as well as those with autism towards the world around them, to better understand and cope in the education business and just the world in general.
Let's move to Wednesday. It is another Meet the Program owner of AltSpace VR, Keegan Law. She'll share the vision, goals, and history of AltSpace VR, and often hints at what's next, and talks to the audience about their experience in AltSpace VR.
And we have Wednesday, the LGBTQ plus straight ally special event with a peer-to-peer support community for a check-in and non-professional support meetup. You know, I cannot tell you how much I love the support groups. We all do. The support groups that meet here in AltSpace VR, the amazing diversity from the LGBTQ plus community to Alcoholics Anonymous to weight loss, to autism, whatever support you need in mental, physical, social, and other help and support. We've groups here supporting various religions and beliefs. Honestly, it's an exciting time to be in social VR.
Simulation Nation, also on Thursday, discusses virtual money in this new series exploring the crypto world. This week, they are talking to Reagan Networks founder Gregory Landau on economics and ecology to drive regenerative land management with blockchain and cryptocurrency. Fascinating discussion will be had.
Yes, indeed. Friday is entertainment on fire here in AltSpace VR. We have the Christian movie night with Donna McTee. We have crime, drama, thriller movie night featuring A Perfect Murder with the All Worlds a stage team. We have the Upload Comedy Club for adults, Fail to Render Comedy Club, and that's just a few tips, a few of the highlights that we have for just this coming Friday.
And as we like to say, so many events, so little time. We need a 4-hour show to feature all the news you need to know from in and around the AltSpace VR community. We do our best to bring you the highlights from this ever-growing community, and we are so glad that you are here to share it with us.
Now, that is all for today's news and updates. Thank you so much for being here every week to share with the latest news, updates, frustrations, joys, celebrations from around the AltSpace VR community. We live stream the news onto YouTube every week, and you can catch up with the past episodes, learn more about what's going on in the AltSpace VR community and all of the activities happening here.
Oh, excuse me. I went to talk and I coughed instead. My apologies. I hope I didn't.
All
You
good.
guys, okay, when news you need to know happens, we share it in our news and updates Discord so you can get the news through the clutter of information. Please tell a friend and please share our Discord and YouTube channel so others can keep up with the news in and around AltSpace.
We do this for you for free. We are not AltSpace VR employees.
Our team works hard each week to gather the news and information to help our community keep up with everything going on here in AltSpace VR. Go ahead.
It's a great team, and we'd love your help.
If you would like to join the News and Updates team, please let us know after the show. We need every ability and talent, and you will help train you in event hosting. Sounds like you're firing off fireworks or something. Management and moderation. This is your show as much as ours, and we'd love you to be a part of it.
Am I better now, or am I still
We'll
shooting
try.
off fireworks? Okay.
Well, there's these little sparks happening. It's really, but
I don't know.
it seems okay now.
Okay. You know, it's a little scary when somebody says you sound like you're firing off fireworks. Also, we're going to hang around after the news to answer your questions and talk about what you're doing in AltSpace VR. So stick around. We'd love to chat with you.
Thanks, as always. And it never gets old. To thank our news and updates volunteers and moderators that help make this event such a success. Really, truly thank you. And in these uncertain times, people, please be safe wherever you are in the world.
Yay. Now go head off to the other 17 events. Thank you, everyone.